what a story it has been, the ascent of Carlos Ulberg representing City Kickboxing. Of course, many of you know he lost his UFC debut in rather devastating fashion by knockout to Kennedy and Nzechukwu. It has been all systems go ever since. And I remember an early fighter meeting, he was talking to us about feinting, right?
Yep.
And just his appetite for learning how to fake and feint. Fight IQ has increasingly grown. He could be a real star.
He's taking his time now. One of the biggest issues he had in his UFC debut was that he was rushing. You don't need to rush to the knockout when you possess that power. It shows itself when you set things up. That is exactly what Ulberg is doing, and it's allowing him to be on such a long win streak. Now he's into the big fights. He's into the best guys in the world. Let's see if he can compete with them.
All right, folks, here he is with much fanfare, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. Big challenge in front of him tonight, but this man looks like an individual who could reign for some time.
Well, he reigned atop what was the UFC's glamour division. You go from Tito Ortiz to Chuck Liddell to Randy Couture, John Jones, Mauricio Shogun, who has so many great champions that held this title, that there is a lot of credibility that comes with it. This man loves that he is a 205-pound champion and knows how difficult it is to reign for a long time in such a tough division.
A lot of budding contenders coming his way. We'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now let's get to our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer. Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Good.
All right, early round action here, and what a frame on the light heavyweight contender, Alexander Rakic. This man has every tool he would want. Oh, massive connection early round one. We might get a finish here.
I mean, that was beautiful. Great job setting it up, getting the punch to the target, and hurting your opponent very early in the fight. That was a nasty combination. Oh, big elbow.
Oh! All right, so a stunning strike moments ago. Now we'll see the extent to which his opponent has recovered.
Yeah, the opponent's tough, but his power has been on display very early.
Rakic's eye now a factor in this fight. Looks as though it has been cut open.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Oh!
Oh, seated here up against the fence.
Well, there's some urgency here. He's got to wrestle.
Oh! Oh, big diving punch lands up top. Oh, there it is, and new! The man at 205 pounds and the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion.
That is unbelievable to watch this man once again overcome the odds and grab the UFC championship.
Well, what a way to get the finish here tonight. Nearly busted his head through the canvas. It goes into the books as a TKO.
I mean, it was game over the moment he started landing. You knew that one of these shots would end his opponent's night. This guy is a phenomenal fighter on the ground, and when he gets you there, you truly are in his world.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Carlos Blackjack Ulberg.
Well, Well, there are a few things as exciting in this sport as the crowning of a new UFC champion. Congrats to the new light heavyweight king, and at 205 pounds, he joins a pantheon.